Hello friends, today we will discuss the Lissajous pattern second part, which is measure the frequency of a waveform with the help of a Lissajous pattern. But before discussing how to measure frequency or rather unknown frequency with the help of the Lissajous pattern, first we will discuss the basic theory of the CRO. That means in the case of the CRO we are getting some sort of waveform at the CRO skin. For that purpose we have to apply unknown voltage at the Y plate, and in the X plate we have applied some sort of ramp signal. Now the frequency of this ramp signal must be synchronized with the frequency of the vertical signal. That means this is X plate signal, this is Y plate signal. Now in the normal operation, X plate signal is known, the ramp signal, and the Y plate signal is unknown. Now the proper stationary waveform to be shown on the skin. That means if you want to see a stationary waveform like that in the skin, then the frequency of these two must be integral multiple. That means must be synchronized. Integral multiple. That means this frequency may be twice of this, thrice of this, but not between that. That is the meaning of the integral multiple. Next, in the case of the phase measurement, we have applied the same theory. In the case of the phase measurement, we have operated the CRO in the XY mode. There is a button in the CRO XY mode. Now what is the meaning of this XY mode? In the XY mode, we are getting not the actual waveform what we have applied in the Y plate like the normal operation, rather than we are getting a figure. That figure is called the Lissajous pattern or the Lissajous figure. Now in the case of the phase measurement, what happens is that in the vertical plate we are applying a waveform, in the horizontal plate we are applying the waveform. The difference between these two phase is calculated by different sort of figure. If the figure is like that, then the phase difference between them is something. If the figure we generated like that, then the phase difference between them is something. So that we get discussed in the previous lecture. Now in the case of the phase measurement, here what we have emphasized is that in the case of the phase measurement we have applied these two signal with the same frequency. We have applied the two signal with the same frequency but with different phase angle, and for that purpose we are getting different type of waveforms like circle, like straight line, like ellipse, like that. And by seeing this figure also with the help of this formula x1 divided by x2 or y1 divided by y2, we are getting the phase difference between them is calculated. Now in today's lecture we will discuss how unknown frequency can be measured with the help of the Lissajous figure. Now I have told that the Lissajous figure is a figure which we have get when the CRO operates in the XY mode. Now in the XY mode we are not getting the normal waveform of the CRO, rather than in the XY mode, in the Y plate we are applying some sort of signal, in the X plate we are applying also some sort of signal. This is not the ramp signal. Okay, this is not the ramp signal. So in the XY mode we are in the in the horizontal plate we are not applying the ramp signal, we are applying some sort of sinusoidal signal or maybe other waveform. Okay, so this is the meaning of the XY mode. Now in the case of the phase measurement, XY mode is also used, but the frequency of these two must be same, and then we get different type of figure to measure the phase. Now in the case of the frequency measurement, same logic is applied. CRO must be operated in the XY mode. That is the meaning of the phase measurement of the frequency measurement with the help of Lissajous figure is actually not the actual figure whatever when the CRO operates in the normal mode. When CRO operates in the normal mode, we are getting the waveform whatever we apply in the Y plate, but in the XY mode, that is the Lissajous figure pattern generation, we are not getting the waveform that is applied only in the Y plate. We are getting the combination of the waveform for these two plates waveform. Then the figure is not this and not this, we are getting between them figure, that is called the Lissajous figure, and from that Lissajous figure we can measure the unknown frequency, unknown phase. Okay, now in the case of the frequency measurement with the help of the Lissajous figure, we are applying different waveform between X plate and also in the Y plate. Now in the X plate, I have also discussed in the previous lecture of the CRO that the X plate voltage is responsible for moving this is the skin of the CRO. Suppose this is the skin of the CRO. Now waveform traces like that. Okay, so the electron beam is moving with the effect of, there is a vertical amplifier, horizontal amplifier. The vertical amplifier or the vertical deflecting plate is responsible for moving the beam horizontally, and the vertical deflecting plate responsible for moving the electron beam vertically. Now the effect of these two is beam is moving like that, not actually in that direction, not actually in that direction. We are applying some voltage here, we are applying some voltage here, so the beam moving like that. Okay, so this is the CRO, how waveform is being generated at the skin of the CRO. Now we have discussed how frequency can be measured with the help of the Lissajous figure, and the Lissajous figure is responsible when the CRO is operated in the XY mode. Okay, so just look at this figure. So this is the base figure from we discussed the how frequency can be measured. Okay, now you can see that here the frequency, you can see easily that the frequency, the different point of the region marked here and the marked here. Okay, so 24 points here and the 24 points here. You can easily see that the frequency of this is the double that the frequency whatever we apply in the X plate, and for that purpose a different kind of waveform is being generated. And you must be surprised how we can measure the frequency just by seeing this figure. So we will discuss that. So first of all, the frequency of the Y plate is double that the frequency of the X plate. That is quite obvious from the figure. Now you can see different point here, 0, 1, 2, 3. So as the frequency of the Y plate is double that of X plate, then this is a half cycle, and you can see easily that within this half cycle completed, it is only moving only this. Okay, so at the frequency get increases, the time get reduced. So that's why it is moving from here to here, but here it is moving only up to this, and it is moving here to here up to 12, and it already completed a total cycle within this 12 point. So that is the meaning of the double frequency. Next, you can see just now you can see that this is point number 1. I have already discussed that in the CRO this voltage is responsible for moving the electron beam like that, and this voltage is responsible for moving the electron beam like that, and combination of these two in waveform is being generated at the skin, or the electron beam traces at the skin. Now you can see that this is 0 to 3. You can see just the movement from 0 to 3. This is like that. So beam is electron beam moving, try to follow in that direction. But in the X plate you can see that at that point 1, 0 to 3 it is moving only up to this, not at the peak. So in the 3, okay, in the 3 up to this 3 point it is also increasing, so both this combination of these two, the waveform, resultant waveform is actually increasing. It is increasing up to 0.3, it is increasing also 0.3, so resultant waveform is actually increasing. Then from 3 to 6 the horizontal is increasing, but the vertical is decreasing. So that's why up to 0.6 the vertical voltage is decreasing, that's why the vertical voltage effect, and the horizontal voltage is still increasing, so that's why like that horizontal voltage is still increasing in that direction. Next, from 6 to 9 horizontal voltage is decreasing. Now from 6 to 9 vertical voltage is in the negative direction, and the horizontal voltage is decreasing, but it is also in the positive direction. From 6 to 9 you can see that this is your 0 line. So in the 6 to 9 is, you can see the vertical voltage is increasing in the negative direction, but the horizontal is still in some positive. Okay, and from 9 to 12 the horizontal voltage is reaching its 0 position. So 9 to 12 horizontal voltage is try to reach its 0, and at the same time the vertical voltage is also reaches 0. At the same time vertical voltage changes its slope to positive, then it is also again reaching 0. Okay, and the same thing is repeating again. That means after that 12 it is also increasing in the negative direction, horizontal is increasing in the negative direction. So you can see that horizontal voltage is in the negative direction, that's why the vertical voltage is positive direction. So vertical is positive and the horizontal is negative, like that. So the resultant effect is like that. So by this thing, this is a complete waveform is being generated like that. Now you must be wondering what is the formula for calculating the frequency. Fy divided by fx, number of times tangent touches top and bottom, and number of times tangent touches either side. So number of horizontal tangencies divided by number of vertical tangencies, that is the formula divided by Fy divided by Fx. Okay, so you can see that this is the tangent. Okay, so this is the tangent and this is the tangent. So you can see the Fy divided by Fx, if this 2 Fy divided by Fx equal to, you can see that the number of intersection in the horizontal line is 2 and number of intersection with the vertical line, you can see that 1. So you can easily see that the vertical plate, it is the figure we have discussed, the vertical plate frequency is twice the horizontal plate frequency. So that is the formula, very simple. From the different figure you can see that if this figure is being generated, you can easily see that vertical plate frequency is thrice that of horizontal, fourth that of horizontal, and this is the different combination. That means Fy by Fx is in this case is 3 by 2. That means horizontal tangency is 3, you can see that 1, 2, 3. Vertical tangency is 1 and 2. Now also others type of waveform is also there. Okay, this is, suppose this type of waveform is being generated, so this is called the half tangency. This is the half tangency, not the full. So in that case this is the full 2 horizontal and here is half, so 2 plus half, and then in the vertical there is only 1, so this is 1, so 5 by 2. Now with the help of this figure, only just by the seeing the figure, you just not to remember. In the case of like in the phase measurement you have to remember the figure, but in the case of the frequency measurement, just by seeing the figure with the help and also with the help of the formula, this is the Fy frequency, vertical plate, this is the horizontal plate frequency, and the number of intersection to the horizontal line with the number of intersection and the vertical line, we can easily get the unknown frequency. I am repeating again, this is the figure we have discussed previously. So here the tangent, you just draw the 2 tangent, here the intersection is 1 and intersection is 2 and the vertical line intersection is 1. So Fy divided by Fx is equal to, horizontal tangency is 2, vertical tangency is 1. So Fy is clearly double of x. And also there is another point, that is the half tangency. Half tangency means somehow in your experiment you can see this type of waveform in the CRO which is not complete. This is the complete, this is the complete, and suppose this is end like that. So you can consider this as half. You can see just by the formula Fy equal to, the ratio between them is 5 by 2. Okay, so this is a very useful thing and all of you must practice in your laboratory by just pressing the XY button and giving the 2 waveform in the 2 plate of the CRO. You can easily get the figure and you can easily get the phase and frequency of the CRO with the help of this, the very beautiful Lissajous pattern. Thank you.